first Missouri Tiger of the day. We have Akial Byers, a defensive lineman. And he'll go straight to questions. Akial, we're going to go here to your right in the front row.
How's it going, Akial? David Cloninger with the Post and Courier from Charleston, South Carolina. You guys played South Carolina and Kevin Harris last year. What do you remember about him as a running back? He ended up leading the league in rushing, but what do you remember about trying to tackle him and how elusive he was?
I believe that he was a great back. You know, he led their team. He pretty much led their team, you know, to victories. He was a pretty big back. You know, it was hard to bring down, most definitely. But we executed that game pretty well. You know, it was a good game against them.
We're over here to your left, second row.
How's it going, Akial? Andrew Kaufman from KMIZ. You switched your number to number 0. Why make that change?
You know, just being at Mizzou for 4 years, you know, I just wanted something new. You know, like I said earlier, you know, I feel like I just left things on the table, and I'm different, totally different mindset than before, and I just wanted to change my number up.
We'll go to your right in the front row.
Akial, Tyler Shaw with KBTX TV in College Station. What's just kind of the excitement level and the expectations heading into year 2 with Coach Drinkwitz?
It's very exciting. You know, he loves the media, and so a lot of people are tuned in to Mizzou. I feel like leading up to the first game, you know, the fans are excited. They're excited to be, you know, pack the stadium, and that energy feeds off on us. So I'm looking forward to the season.
Stay here on your right.
Also, Akial, you guys play South Carolina. It's a trophy game. You get the big silver cup.
Yes,
what do
sir.
you do with it, you know, in between games? Where does it sit in y'all's building, or do you see it on a daily basis?
I do see it. You know, after we got it, you know, I stayed with it for a little bit. You know, it was sitting in my, it was literally sitting in my lap. You know, the next day in the team meeting, I actually drank some water out of it. I ain't okay. But yeah, that happened. So yeah, I see it every day. I walk into the facility, it's sitting right in the front. So yeah, it means a lot.
Stay here on your right.
This upcoming season, you guys have Texas A&M on your schedule, which is, you know, a team Missouri hasn't played in a while. You guys haven't played them. You know, what do you think of the Aggies? What they've built, and you know, what do you expect out of them this year?
I think the Aggies are a pretty good team, you know, but they're just another team on our schedule. You know, I go day by day, it's team by team, you know, so I just wait on their turn to come up.
We'll go back to your left here, second row.
We've seen a lot on social media about Eli Drinkwitz's backyard. So as someone who's been there, what's it like, and what's it like to get all the teammates out there and have some fun?
Man, his backyard is crazy. You know, you got a little pond, you got a pool, you got a fireplace, all types of things, you know. I can remember one time I went, he got like goldfish in a little pond. So I was trying to catch him, but I couldn't catch not one. And he honestly thought I was going to fall into it, but I didn't. But yeah, it's a very nice backyard. Him having that backyard and bringing the team together and us just having bonding time, you know, is a very big thing, you know. I love it for that.
What are you guys doing as a defense to improve from last year, and you know, what signs have you seen that you guys are, you know, taking another step forward?
What we're doing to improve the defense, you know, we got returning starters coming back, I think about 9, and plus we added a couple transfers from the portal, and they're pretty old, so we don't have like a young defense. We have pretty knowledgeable defense on our team now. I would say that we improved tremendously on the D-line. You know, we left some things on the table for sure last year, and that's a big emphasis, you know. With Coach Drink, you know, he mentioned that the D-line and, like, the trenches, you know, everything starts up front. The team goes where the guys up front go. So, you know, just having that mindset of just winning the day and getting better each day in the trenches, you know, is big.
To your left again.
Akial, when you see the number 150% increase in ticket sales from 2019 to this year, obviously last year without the full capacity, but what does that mean to you to have that kind of buy-in from the community?
I don't really put much thought into that, but to hear that, that's amazing. You know, Coming off from a season where there was no fans in the stadium to hearing that the ticket sales went up 150%, like that's tremendous. Like that's crazy. You know, I can't wait to feel that energy in the stadium on September 4th.
To your right again.
You guys exceeded expectations last year, you know, finishing third in the SEC East. Do you guys talk about, you know, this year taking another leap and knocking off Florida and Georgia, spoiling their party at the top?
Most definitely, you know, those are the two teams that are pretty much always talked about. But, you know, we're trying to go 1-0 each week. So whenever they're on our schedule, we're gonna head in like it's any other game. You know, we don't look at them as like a big, like anything else. You know, we're all in the SEC. So if we're playing at this level, you know, everybody has guys. So I just feel like we're all the same. So anybody can come out on top.
To your left again.
What's something that we don't know about Case Cook, your teammate who's with you here today?
If you didn't know about his mullet, then I don't know where you've been. You know, yeah, he's pretty known about his mullet because I agree with him. Like I couldn't grow nothing like that. You feel me? So, Case, I would say he works his tail off day by day. You know, he didn't had like a prior back surgery, and you can't even tell. You know, so he just comes to work and work every day.
Do you ever have one-on-one battles with Case Cook during practice? And if you do, who wins?
Oh, hey, practice is practice. Iron sharpens iron, you know. I go against Case almost every practice, you know. So he knows. I'll give him that question and see how he answers.
How satisfying was the last defensive stand in the win over LSU?
Say that one more time.
Your win over LSU, the last defensive stand.
That stand was outrageous, you know. Prior to that, I contracted COVID, so I was not in that game. I was at home watching it, and you know, I was literally standing in front of my TV screaming when it happened. It was a great feeling.
Being from Fayetteville, what attracted you to Columbia?
You know, just being close to my family. I never knew anyone that went to Missouri, so I was like, okay, I'll try it out. And, you know, coaching staffs, I committed to a different coaching staff. So, you know, I done went through a coaching change and all that. So, you know, just having my family being able to travel, you know, and watch me play means a lot to me.
Okay, another question to your left.
I guess how difficult was the decision to come back for your 5th year and instead of going to the NFL draft, but coming back to Columbia to maybe do something special this year?
Can I hear that one more time?
How difficult was the decision for you to come back and for another year and specifically just continue to play for Mizzou instead of going to the draft?
It wasn't difficult, I would say. You know, towards the end of the season, I had it in the back of my mind, like, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? Like, you know, I'm hearing voices all over the place. So I really just like tuned them out and like figured out what I wanted to do. And I honestly, like, I felt like I left things on the table. You know, it wasn't a pretty hard decision, but you know, after talking with a couple guys on the D line, and they was as well coming back, you know, and I was like, we can do this thing. We can. I honestly feel like we can win a championship here in Missouri. So it wasn't pretty difficult at all.
Well, have you final questions? Akial, thank you very much for your time. Good job.
Thank you. Happy to be here.